Respected dear youngsters, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, prayers. Spend together 1 hour to enlighten our intellects with the wisdom of Geetha, Ramayana, Upanishad, lighten and tighten and brighten our lives so that truly we are asset to ourselves, enjoying our life's performance, and also are asset to the world in its growth, both in the outer materialistic, in the standard of living life, as well as spiritually. Let all our achievements be for the achievements of the world. Let us develop this vision for the universe as young as we are from. Then what happens? Then more we are tuned to the universal good, the universal infinite powers come to us. It's a beautiful, sublime thing. Those who can catch, lucky they are. Today also we'll have 7 things. The last one being Katha Upanishad learning. Before that, Valmiki Ramayana, Rajaniti Dharmas. We are learning from Rama. Before that, Geetha 15th chapter. Today we will see that this Jiva who is revealed every moment and through him Paramatma revealed. Who can recognize, who is not recognizing, or who can't recognize? These topics we will see in the 11th sloka today. Before that, our Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam, Sanahatu before that, Sankalpa. And सबसे पहले, simple thought for the day. The common sense thought is what? In continuation of what we are seeing from few days. थोड़ा spiritual, थोड़ा world भी. देखो, we are somebody apart from these instruments. As an individual, as a pure self. Then we have to master these instruments and use them for our success. This is an individual's success. Or master these instruments and transcend them to be in the real self. This should be clear in our heart. What right now happens is these instruments of ours, because they are finding pleasures, ticklings in the objective world, means I, the individual, through the instruments, finding small little tickling pleasures and all, I am in delusion of addiction to them. Underline these points, very powerful words, especially addressed to the youth. Like somebody is addicted to drinks, somebody is addicted to the other things. All of us are addicted to one or the other worldly thing, the sukhas, the pleasures, and we justify them. Therefore, we have to do the dharma, we have to serve the world, we have to serve the Lord, we have to really recognize ourselves through spirituality. ये सारा धक्का दिया जाता है, इसका कोई केयर ही नहीं होता. Whereas human life is given with all these faculties for that purpose only. So therefore, what is to be done? First understand, I am an individual to recognize myself. I am an individual to serve the Lord. I am an individual to serve the world. I am an individual to do my dharma. In these there is redemption. I am an individual with these upadhis as me. And through these upadhis instruments, I am in this world. For this or that gain. Through that gain, these are that pleasures. These are all delusions. If they are true, everybody should be bhogi only in the world. But there are some yogis. Clear? The point is, they have given up this, they are enjoying it. Now, the interesting analysis for you all is what? A bhogi is only a bhogi, not a yogi. Therefore, he cannot say what is happiness of a yogi. Therefore, he says, I am only happy, I don't want to go there. But fortunately, the yogi is the one who was a bhogi earlier. Now he is a yogi. Now he is the right person to tell us which is better among them. The bhoga of the objects through upadhis or the yoga. Yoga mein fulfilling the dharma, yoga mein serving the world, yoga mein serving the God, yoga mein finally jnana yoga, knowing the self. Just as every ignorant bhogi claims that in the bhoga only there is happiness. Every wise yogi with experience claims that here is the real and infinite happiness. Our discussion should be who should be the authority for us to believe. The one who has seen only one thing and fanatically adamant, or the other one who has seen both the things. Therefore, experientially he is telling us. है ना, भोगी तो एक ही देखा जगत का भोग, संसार योगी तो जगत भी देखा है पहले, he has seen the yoga also now, that is the spiritual growth. So he should be authority to us. He will say, he is saying us, बेटा मैं भी तुम्हारे तरह इंद्रियों के द्वारा जगत में सुख पा रहा था, सुख मिल रहा था जैसे तुमको और मेरे को भी में से मिला, बट मैं अभी योगी बना हूँ, now I am in my आत्म सुख, it is any day greater than this लौकिक सुख, it is a real one, that is fake. No, he is saying us, no, on the strength of faith, we have to believe in them. And slowly we ourselves also, when you shift from this to this, we also recognize, because they were also like us, very adamant to be a bhogi. But somehow, when the Guru is pestering, teaching, explaining, loving, logically, ये सुन सुनकर सडनली वन डे दे फेल्ट, चलो इतना पीछे पड़ रहे गुरु लोग, उनके वास्ते एक बार कोशिश करते हैं. When they did it, surprisingly, they found what said by the gurus is right, and they became gurus now. Then they taught next generation. Next generation भी ऐसे ही सोचा, we have such a great joy in the objects, why are you telling this guru to us? Without leaving, that guru went on telling. Who was the disciple earlier? With the same love and compassion which he got from his gurus. This disciple also, one day he thought, चले गुरु के झंझट छुड़ाएंगे उसका, let us do for some time what he says. Once they did it, they also discovered. In this way, one side the parampara of the bhogi jivas going on taking birth, other side the parampara of the gurus who are guiding the generations, they are also continuously sent in this world. जहाँ कहीं ये मिक्सअप हो रहा है, मिक्सअप मतलब मिक्सर हो रहा है कि सत गुरु सत शिष्य कमिंग टुगेदर, देयर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ नॉलेज फ्रॉम द गुरु टू शिष्य हैपनिंग, शिष्य इज ग्रोइंग. That is what is Krishna and Arjuna and Geetha. That is what is Nachiketa and Yamaraj and Kathopanishad. That is what is the every of the Shastras. A Yogya Vyakti from the Bhoga, he came to yoga and became yogi. Taught by already grown yogi who was also earlier Bhogi. So today's common sense thought is this: don't get caught up in the world. Manage your instruments and be a yogi. Yogi of doing your duty, yogi of serving the world, yogi of serving the God, yogi of discovering the God. But below that is, then you are lost. You are in confusion. You are in delusion. Somebody can shout at the pitch of authority even though if he is in delusion. देखो वो सपने में चिल्लाता है, वो सपना है लेकिन चिल्ला रहा है. वो चिल्लाने के कारण उसको बोल नहीं सकते ना कि ये करेक्ट है करके. He is shouting out, out, catch, bold, but there's no match going on. But he is shouting loudly. Shouting loudly is not the authority to say that he is in wisdom. He is in senses. The same way, in the world, people, how much ever loudly they shout about the worldliness and the pleasures in that, that doesn't assure that they are correct, they are true. So don't go by the loud shouts, loud examples, or loud variety of temptations which the world shows. Be wise. And the wisdom is to believe the wise people. The wise people are our saints and sages, and they are calling us, बेटा इधर आ जाओ, मुक्ति है इधर, और हमको कुछ नहीं चाहिए तुम्हारे सेवा से. In the jagat ऐसा नहीं है. Anybody who is giving us worldly pleasure, they have some or the other motives behind, and unfortunately, their motives also are worldly. इसीलिए कठोपनिषद में विसा अंधे नैव नियमानयता अंधाः, blind following blind, blind leading the blind, both falling in the ditch. This is a very powerful thing on the under the subheading of common sense thought I shared it, but ponder over it. It will be clicking to you, if not today, after some years. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त परमात्मैक्य मोद श्रुतिस्मृ पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व अध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं राम मंदिरवत् समस्त शिव कृष्ण शिवादि मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानाम् अवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना यज्ञोपासनादीनां द्वारा विश्वे धर्मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां प्रचारण संरक्षण पूर्वविध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य ये बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रवः सर्वेषां समूलनिर्मूलनार्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति, भगवत भक्ति, गुरु भक्ति, शास्त्र भक्ति, सत्संग भक्ति, साधना भक्ति, सनातन भक्ति, देश भक्ति, धर्म भक्ति, माता पितृ भक्ति, सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शान्तिमन्त्रोच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणं श्रीमद् भगवद्गीता पंचदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्याकाण्ड शततम सर्ग कच्चित् सर्गस्य राजनीति धर्म प्रसंगस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्री कठोपनिषदः पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं स्वल्परूपेण वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं जन्म साफल्यार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं करिष्यामहे। डन। शांति मंत्र। ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। डन। 8 minutes पारायणम्। ओम श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः। श्री कृष्णेजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयं ब्राह्मणस्य पारायणं द्वितीय अष्टकं षष्ठ प्रपाठकः। अत्र एकादश मन्त्रात् नो अत्र पंचाशतः मंत्रात् आरभ्य 50th मंत्र onwards. Let me see how much I have to do today. 1 2 3 4 लगेगा 8 मिनट लगेंगे। 12:14 होगा 12:15 हुआ। नो 12 minutes means 20 minutes तक। स्टार्ट। ओम देवं बर्हिर्देवीर् द्वारो देवी उषा सानक्ता देवी जोष्ट्री देवी ऊर्जाहुति देवा देव्या होतारा शिक्षितौ देवी तिस्रस्तिस्रो देवीर् देव इन्द्रो नराशगंसो देव इन्द्रो वनस्पतिर्देवं बर्हिर्वारि वारितेनां देवो अग्निस्विष्टकृद्देवं वेतु वियन्तु चतुर्वीतामेको वियन्तु चतुर्वेत्त्ववर्धयदवर्धयन्त्रि प्रवर्धतामेको वर्धयग्गश्चतुरवर्धयतु वस्तोरावत्सेन दैवीरयावीशगम् हतास्पृक्षच्चतेन दिवग्गस्वासस्तग्ग स्विष्टगं शिक्षिते शिक्षिते शिक्षितौ होता यक्षत्समिधाग्निमीडस्पदे अश्विनेन्द्रगं सरस्वदेव अजो धूम्रो न गोधूमैः क्वलैर्भेषजं मधुषष्पैर्न तेज इन्द्रियं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो वियन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षतनूनपात् सरस्वती अविर्भेषो न भेषजं पथा मधुमताभरन् अश्विनेन्द्राय वीर्यं बदरैरुपवाकाभिर्भेषनो भेषन्तोक्मभिः पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षन्नराशगं सनन्नग्नहुं पतिगं सुरायै भेषजं मेषः सरस्वतीभिषक रतो न चन्द्रश्विनोर्वपा इन्द्रस्य वीर्यम् बदरैरुपवाकाभिर्भेषजनो भेषजन्तोक्मभिः पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षदिडेडित आजुह्वान्तः सरस्वतीम् इन्द्रं बलेन वर्धयन् वृषभेण गवेन्द्रियम् अश्विनेन्द्राय वीर्यं यह वैः कर्कन्धुभिः मधुलाजैर्नमासरम् पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षद्बर्हिः सुष्ठरीमोर्णं मृदाः विशङ्गा सत्या विषजाश्विनाश्वा शिशुमती विशग्धेनुः सरस्वती विशग्ध्व इन्द्राय भेषजं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधु व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षद्गुरो दिशः कवश्यो न व्यच्चस्वतीः अश्विभ्यान्न दुरो दिशः इन्द्रो न रोदसी दुघे दुहे कामान् सरस्वती अश्विनेन्द्राय भेषजं शुक्रन्न ज्योतिरिन्द्रियं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षत्सुपेशसोषे नक्तन्ति वा अश्विना सञ्जानाने समञ्जाते सरस्वत्या त्रिशिमिन्द्रेण भेषजं शेनो न रजसा हृदा पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्व होतर्यज होता यक्षद्देव्या होतारा विषजाश्विना इन्द्रन्न जागृवीदिवानक्तन्न भेषजैः शूषगं सरस्वती भिषग सीसेन दुह इन्द्रियं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षत्रिस्रो देवीर्न भेषजं त्रयस्त्रिधातवोपसः रूपमिन्द्रे हिरण्ययम् अश्विनेडान भारती वाचा सरस्वती मह इन्द्राय ददुरिन्द्रियं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षत्वष्टारमिन्द्रमश्विना विषजन्न सरस्वतीम् ओजो न ज्योतिरिन्द्रियं वृको नरभसो यशस्सुरया भेषजं श्रियानमासरं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधु प्रियन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षद्वनस्पतिं शमितागगं शतक्रतौ भीमन्नमन्युगं राजानं व्याघ्रन्नमसाश्विना भामं सरस्वती भिषक इन्द्राय दुह इन्द्रियं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधो व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षदग्निग्स्वाहा जस्य स्तोकानां स्वाहा मेधसां पृथग स्वाहा चागमश्विभ्यां स्वाहा मेषगं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहार्षवमिन्द्राय सिगं हाय सहसेन्द्रियं स्वाहाग्निन्न भेषजं स्वाहा सोममिन्द्रियं स्वाहेन्द्रगं सुत्रामाणगं सवितारं वरुणं विषजाम्पतिं स्वाहा वनस्पतिं प्रियं पातो न भेषजं स्वाहा देवागम् आज्यपान् स्वाहाग्निगं होत्र जुष्टानो होत्राजुषाणो अग्निर्भेषजं पयः सोमः परिसृता घृतं मधु व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज होता यक्षदश्विना सरस्वतीमिन्द्रगं सुतां सुत्रामाणम् इमे सोमा सुरामाणः छागैर्नमेषैर्वृषभैः सुताः शष्पैर्नतोक्मभिः लाजैर्महस्वन्दः मदामासरेण परिष्कृताः शुक्राः वयस्वन्तोऽमृताः प्रस्थिता वो मधुश्रुतः तानश्विना सरस्वती इन्द्रसूत्रामावृत्रः जुषन्तागं सौम्यं मधो पिबन्तु मदन्तु वियन्तु सोमं होतर्यज वीर्यं व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यज नासत्या सरस्वती मधु हिरण्ययं भेषजं व्यन्त्वाज्यस्य होतर्यजाज्यपानमृताः पञ्च च ओम शांति 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 7 minutes we have spent. Thank you friends. Bhagavad Gita, what is jiva? It is told. He has got all the 14 instruments, they are told. He has got his vasana samskaras that are told. He lifts from one sharira to the other with all these things according to his karma phala. He goes, that also told. Point 1. Second is what? Therefore, at every moment, we are somebody other than these upadhis, other than the world. We are Jiva. Point one. Two, this Jiva is never ever separate from the total one Paramatma. If we are in this wisdom, we are living LIVING liberation. If this wisdom is forgotten, that I am the Paramatma Tattva and I am the Jiva, both are forgotten when we are entangled with the instruments in the world. We are Ajnani Mudha. We suffer the karma phala. This is what you and I are now. It's just like a doctor telling these are the right foods, right ways of living with which you are healthy all the time. You are not healthy now. You are suffering because these things you are wrongly doing, not practicing. See that? The diagnosis by the doctor, then the hints and prescriptions given. That's for the physical body. Here, for the entire life, when we are in the disease of samsara, the doctor of the guru giving us the prescription and medicine of spirituality for us to be a healthy individual, spiritually healthy. Now, these things may be new to you, you are youngsters, maybe little bouncers to you because you have just now entered the match. Never mind, when you keep on practicing without fear, with full shraddha, a day will come, it's a bouncer ho, spin ho, googly ho, everything you will be able to defend, you will be able to hit for six, winning shot. है कि नहीं? ऐसे हर एक फील्ड में अच्छा हो या बुरा हो करते रहो तरक्की होता है नहीं करो छोड़ देगा तो फंसे रहते हो वहीं. That's why terrorists become great terrorists because regularly they do that. But I am not recommending it to you. A politician, a doctor, anybody becomes perfect because of continuous exposure. You also using your cell phone, driving the two wheeler or car, in other your talents, you regularly do therefore you are expert. So to your profession, good no. Same way in spirituality also become expert. Somehow this moksha giving spiritual knowledge is kept away from us by the non-Hindu, non-Sanatana Dharmi people. Earlier they were the invaders, later on the indwellers only are keeping us away from this Shastra. Whatever the reason, now we have to analyze, understand it. Then we should take vow that now I will be in my spirituality all the time. अपने आप को स्वयं निर्णय लेकर अपने आप को इसमें एक्सपोज करना है. ठीक है. So now today once more the 10th shloka 11 yeah we'll talk but more focus will be on the 11th shloka which is crucial. What it says is even though siddhanta we understand theory yet practically we can't do and we achieve the experience that we are jiva or we are paramatma if we are not pure in our heart. That is the crucial most topic it is discussed today. No, it is to be accepted. Like if you go on eating sugar, sweets, your sugar will be highest only. It may lead to the damage of vital parts. If you go on eating namkeen, तुम्हारा बीपी तो हमेशा बढ़ा ही रहेगा. You go on having a gussa, people will always run away from you. If you are go on cheating others, you will be never trusted by anyone. So what you have to do to get trust from others? Stop cheating others. What you want to do to the people to come to you instead of gussa, do the love. Isn't it? करते हो कि नहीं? In the same way, how to get the moksha by knowing yourself? How do you get to know to yourself by meditation, etc.? How do you do that? Only when you are pure in your heart. But I want to be impure, still I want to have liberation. You say I want to eat all sweets 2 kilo per day, still I don't want to have my sugar increased. नहीं होता ना. I want to jump from 10 floors, but still I don't want to break my hands, legs. There it can be possible. Sometimes you jump with parachute and you fall on somebody, his legs break, you are safe. ये हो सकते बट इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी ये नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज स्पिरिचुअलिटी में कोई दूसरा बेटर अल्टरनेटिव होता है वही पहले देते हैं और ये पहले दिया क्योंकि यही बेटर है एंड दूसरा नहीं दिया क्योंकि दूसरा है ही नहीं any number of Mahatmas, Gurus of any religion on the world, all of them said only one because truth is one without second. Truth doesn't depend on places, na? Doesn't depend on timings, doesn't depend on people. It is self-dependent. and it won't change or compromise itself for anybody. फिक्स्ड रेट होता है उसमें चाहिए तो पैसे दे दो, नहीं है पैसे तो चले जाओ यहाँ से. You want Paramatma? Yeah, you have to be pure. But I can't be pure. Then leave Paramatma and suffer as a Jiva. No, but I don't want to suffer. Then become pure. But I can't become pure. Then you can't get Paramatma. In that way, for many lives, we go through this inner dilemma, discussion, very slowly, we shift towards the correct thing. Like you, the typical youngsters. मैं जो चाहिए वही करूंगा मर्जी से. Then बेवकूफी only you know it and you suffer. One day it may dawn a wisdom. Let me take advice from elders. Once you start taking, you know their advice is better than ours. You are succeeding by taking their advice. I can hope and imagine this transformation, no? In the same way. Okay. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Panchadashodhyayah, Purushottama Yoga, Dasha Ekadasha Shlokau, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. This shloka once, next one 4 times. उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः. उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं गुणा भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढाः नानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः. Next one. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatontopyakrutatmanaha nainam pasyantya chetasah. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatantopyakrutatmanaha nainam pasyantya chetasah. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्य चेतसः. यदन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्य चेतसः. Now be careful, absolutely alert. In the 10th shloka, what I said is Vimudhaha na anupashyanti Jnana chakshushaha pashyanti. The deluded are not able to see. The persons with the eye of wisdom is able to see. Every moment, when, every moment, where, in every situation. See what? That is somebody other than all things around a jiva, and that jiva is none other than Paramatma. A deluded one is not able to see. A person whose jnana chakshu is opened is able to see. And who is the one whose jnana chakshu opened? The one who is studying the Shastras under the Guru and doing the sadhanas told by the Guru. His eyes of wisdom gets opened. Then Pashyanti, such people are able to see. In the same way, Vimudaha Nanu Pashyanti. Who are the Vimudaha? Those who are so much of deluded in their sankalpas, kamanas, and efforts and indulgences of the entire glittering, attractive, tempting world. What is the mudata? So simply, not pursuing the Paramatma any time throughout life, but only deluded by the worldly glitters, heard by being told by someone or seeing by his own eyes. His whole idea is to procure the things and beings and experience of worldliness. He is called as the Vimudha. He is deluded in that path only. Please try to understand as a youngsters, like a youngster. Friends, TVs, the cell phones, Gumna Ghamna. He is deluded in finding the joy in that. Then will he be able to conserve his time and energy and apply it in his study for his career? So he will not succeed. But the Jnana Chakshu, a youngster who told by his elders once only or twice, he realized it is my life. I have to succeed. I have to be happy for myself. I should not suffer in my life, my failure. I should be support to my parents. I should be useful person to the society. In this way, जिसका ज्ञान चक्षु खुल गया, तो he will not waste his time in those delusions as the earlier youngster. He becomes regular, serious, sincere in his studies, in preparations for exams, interviews. वाकई he succeeds. ज्ञान चक्षु उसका खुल गया, इसलिए वो कुछ बनता है जीवन में. पहले वाला संता है, ये बनता है. है ना, संता बनता. Understood? Example is understood, no? विमूढ़ाः न अनुपश्यन्ति, ज्ञान चक्षुषः पश्यन्ति. अब इस क्लास के द्वारा ज्ञान चक्षु दिया जा रहा है. अब ले लो, लगा लो ज्ञान का चश्मा, विमूढ़ता का चश्मा उतारो. है नो, इन दैट सिनेमा ना, चश्मा उतारो फिर देखो यारो, हाँ, क्या ही हकीकत कहाँ फसाना. एक गाना हिंदी में. इन द सेम में चश्मा बदलो अपना, चश्मे मत दूर, ज्ञान चक्षु से देखो दुनिया को, नॉट द इग्नोरेंट कंफ्यूज्ड deluded चक्षु. And examples are given here by Lord Krishna, four of them, and we have explained them at the body level, at the senses level, at the अंतःकरण level. Body level क्या है? उत्क्रामंतम स्थितम. Okay, the body is getting up and body is sitting. Who is making the body get up and body sit? Somebody else, no, other than it. Understood? Otherwise, a dead body should get up and sit. It is not doing. By every time getting and sitting, getting up, either it is me or others. What is told is body by itself cannot get up or sit up. Somebody else is there in the body who is making the body get and sit up for his convenient, obviously. Like I shift the chair from here to there for my comfort. So to I make my body get up and sit up for my comfort. We are my, not the body. Body never sits for its comfort. There is somebody inside the body, the embodied. The whole discussion is on this topic. जीव है अंदर, जिसके लिए शरीर है, जिस शरीर को वो उठाता है बिठाता है. Therefore, the one उठता है बैठता है for his own शरीर भोगा is विमूढ़ाः. He will never recognize that there is a jiva inside. But जिसको ऐसा वाला ज्ञान चक्षु खुला, then he will start thinking. Sitting and standing, body is doing, but body doesn't do it these things for itself. Somebody inside is there, identifying with that body, making the body get up or sit. This is called Utkramantam Sthitam. So to second one is Bhunjanam Va. Bhunjanam is with all the sense organs, the perceptions are perceived. That's called Vishaya Bhoga. Bhoga, Bhukti, Bhunjanam, same. So, is the object seen for its own self? No. It's seen by the eye. But is the eye seeing for itself? No, na? Then for whom it is seen? Somebody inside who is using the eye to see the objects. Therefore, I am neither object, I am not the eye. I am somebody who is other than these two. They are my instruments. This is called Jnana Chakshu. जिसका खुला है, तो through every perception he will know he is a jiva. Through every sitting and standing he will know he is a jiva. The one who is vimudha, he is lost in the enjoyment of seeing good things, bad things, beautiful things, ugly things. That's called vimudha. No, the more I understand and separate myself as a jiva other than the upadhis of indriyas, etc., the more there is a chance for me not to get enslaved and identified by them. And the entire samsara, entire dukkha, entire problems, entire mistakes are only we identify with the upadhi. Bhunjanam, isn't it? I am a somebody different, a jiva who is seeing through the sense organs. Now this jiva already dekho, mamaiva amsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Jiva actually is the pure Paramatma only. So Paramatma with one set of upadhis playing the play of Jiyatma, up to this there is no problem. This Jivatma, forgetting himself as Paramatma, forgetting himself as Jivatma also, getting identified with the upadhis, with that getting lost in the world. This is the whole problem. See, if you are Jnana Chakshu khul gaya, इससे you are free in this world now. नहीं खुला विमूढ़ाः. Third example is Gunanvitam. Gunanvita means the variety of the gunas that are coming. Mm. Mhm. Gunanvita means the gunas that are there in the mind. You know, so Sadgunas, the Durgunas. The guna of being happy, guna of being miserable, guna of being frustrated, guna of being disappointed, guna of being kind or compassionate. ये सारे किसको हो रहे हैं? मुझे मन के कारण. They are all the things modified in the mind, but not for the mind. Modifications of the mind, but not for the mind, na? Isn't it? The wood is made as a chair or table, not for the chair or table. It was somebody, me. So to the mind is becoming guni, sadguna, durguni, not for the mind. It is I am somebody other than the mind. Identify with that mind, I go through that experience as if they are mine. Then if I consider I am jiva, then I have to master this mind and have only those gunas which are allowed and good. So to whether it's Utkramantam Sthitam at the body level, Punjanam at the sense level, at the level of mind, Gudanvitam. If I know I am the Jiva and I should not become slave to them, then I will have only those positive things by which I will not suffer, I will be happy. And permanently, if you want to come out of all the struggle, I am not even Jiva, I am that pure Parama Atma only. That we have to know. That will be the real Tatpadam Parimargitavyam. For that, we have to do the Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prapadye. Not even Jiva Prapadye, behind the Jiva, the Adi Purusha, that pure conscious self. That will be told to us after one or two shlokas. So, Utkramantam, Sthitam Vapi, Munjanam Va, Gunanvitam are the actions done by us with our upadhis continuous. The one whose Jnana Chakshu has opened in and through all of them, he recognizes himself to be a Jiva and Paramatma. The one who is deluded in them forgets that he is Paramatma and Jivatma. He only lives life as a individual samsari. That's the purpose of this shloka. Utkramantam sthitam va abhi munjanam va gudanvitam vimuda na anupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshusha. हो गया? Now this jnana chakshu को पाना और उसे देखना. Even if we tried, we will not succeed unless the inner blocks of impurities are totally removed. That will be told to us in the next 11 shloka. That needs a good amount of time. So I'll tell you the literal meaning of that shloka word to word. Then tomorrow we'll see it in elaboration. So the literal meaning is yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatantopyakrutatmanah nainam pashyanti acetasaha. तो यतन्तः योगिनः च एनं पश्यन्ति आत्मनि अवस्थितम्. एनम मीन्स दिस परमात्मा हु इज अंडर डिस्कशन. तत्पद, अभी तत्पद की डिस्कशन हो रहा है. यतन्तः योगिनः एनम आत्मानम आत्मनि अवस्थितं पश्यन्ति. The people who try, a yogi, when he tries sincerely, as taught by the Geetha and Upanishad, Atmanam Atmani Avasthitam Pashyanti. Etanto yoginaschainam pashyanti atmani avasthitam. He will discover that Tatpada as his own self. He will discover that Purusha as his own self. He discovers that Kshetragni as his own self. He discovers that Devastu as his own self. These all have come in the 13th chapter. And he will discover that Purusha as himself, who is Gunatita. That is in the 14th chapter. So yatantah yoginah atmani avasthitam enam pashyanti. That yogis who try, they will discover that self as their own self. But yatantah api, even though trying, some people don't discover. Yatanto api, they won't try. Fine. Who are the ones who never succeed? Yatantah api akruta atmanaha. Na enam pashyanti achetasaha. The ones who are akrutatma, the ones who are achetasaha, yatantah api na pashyanti. Therefore, doing the yatna of studying Shastra, meditation is one side. Second is Krutatma and Chetasaha Banana other side. What is the Krutatma and Chetaha? He is purifying our heart, controlling our heart. The one who purifies and controls his heart or chitta, he was called in the first line as yogi. They were a yogi doing trying, he will discover the self. The one who is trying but not a yogi means not a one who has controlled his chitta. The one who has not become akrutatma, lage raho jitna bhi koshish, he will not. It's just like this person is taking medicine with the same disease, he is cured. This person is taking medicine for same disease, not cured. He is a yogi, he is not a yogi. What is a yogi here? He, along with taking medicine, following the discipline told by the doctor, ye mat khao, ye khao. This fellow also is taking medicine, but he is akrutatma achetaha. What is not to be eaten, वो खा रहा है, वो जो खाना है वो नहीं खा रहा है. He is also taking medicine, but he will not become healthy. If this example is understood, like a student, he is also going to college and tuition and studying, and he is excelling every time 10 on 10. The other fellow is going to college, school, and going to tuition. He is attempting, but he is getting 3 or 4 of 10. ये पहला वाला योगी है, दूसरा योगी नहीं है. What is a yogi? This fellow is mindful about his business. Other than his study, tuition, he is not destroying his mind for any nonsense. And this fellow, he is distracting his mind with all the unwanted things. Therefore, he is going to college, studying the tuition. He is not gaining that knowledge, nor the memory is good to him. इसको हमेशा पढ़ाई उसका सब्जेक्ट याद आता है. इसको हमेशा वो खाने वाला चीज़, दोस्त और कोई फ्रेंड्स वही याद आते रहते हैं उसको. So he is a akrutatma hai. Even though he tries, he will not succeed. But the other first friend is the krutatma, he succeeds. In the same way, spiritually also, trying to know the Paramatma by becoming sadhaka is one thing completely different from the purity or impurity. An impure person, how much ever he tries, he will not gain Paramatma. Only a pure person, when he tries, he gains Paramatma. Therefore, the two essential things in life are becoming pure as well as trying. प्योर हो गया, ट्राई नहीं किया, तभी परमात्मा नहीं मिलेंगे. ट्राई कर रहा है लेकिन प्योर नहीं हुआ, देन आल्सो परमात्मा नहीं मिलेंगे. प्योरीफाई किया है अपने आप को, ट्राई भी कर रहा है, ही विल रीच परमात्मा. हाँ, टेक योर टाइम टू बिकम प्योरिफाइड. यू वांट 10,000 lives, you take, but purify. Once you purify, definitely after 10,000 lives, you will be able to getting Paramatma if you try. No, I don't want to 10,000 lives, I can't wait. This and next life only I have to achieve. Oh, it's fully available. You purify in these 2 lives and try, तुमको अब भी मिलेगा. Now, this point should deeply get embedded in our heart and lead to this thought, basic thought. Let us sow the seed, let me become pure in my heart. What is impurity? Becoming slave to the artha, the wealth, kama, the bhoga, and living the life of adharma and papa. That is the impurity. And all of them get stored in the vasanas. They keep on coming, gurgling as the desires. And with that papa and adharma done, we will be given different punishments, etc. Mind will not be steady. Therefore, you can't know the Paramatma. These and few more things are adding. We'll tell the subject exhaustively tomorrow. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Abadam Bharataram Dhataram Sarva Sampadam Lokamiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanam Avaranane Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Valmiki Ramayana Ayodhya Kandam Shatatama Kachchith Sargaha श्री रामकृत Rajadharma, Rajaniti Dharma Upadesha. Yesterday we have seen beta 23, 24. Both of them we'll study today. Or 25. तीनों का एक ही theme है. Very beautiful it is. Only once I'll chant for you and explain it. Once more we'll remind tomorrow and go to the next point. But keep in your heart the topic under discussion is Raja Niti Dharma. राजा किन किन नीतियों से किन किन धर्मों से पालना करने से एज ए राजा he will fulfill himself and the praja also in true sense are protected, developed, made happy. राजा का नीति राजा का धर्म. Everywhere it is like student niti dharma. You are a student, you have to have the niti, the policy. Dharma is the righteousness. A political niti dharma. Paura niti shastra, Raja niti shastra. Everything is Ganita niti shastra, Artha niti shastra, Artha niti dharma. How to truly, honestly, the wealth has to be developed. सब मिलकर राजनीति में आ जाते, because Raja should know all of that practice. Where surely one becomes successful for oneself and also for the praja. And this knowledge you have to gain and follow. If you don't have that knowledge, opposite of that, the ignorance, we take it as knowledge and we follow. Like right side, you have to go to reach to the destination. If you are not aware of it, you may go straight or left. You end up in wrong place. So it's better to know how to go to that place and go that way and reach there. So it is better to know what is Niti and Dharma. Niti and Dharma means policies and implementations for really becoming a king in which he is also fulfilled. The Praja whom he is ruling, they are also prosperous, they are also happy. Like the Vaidya Niti Dharma. The Vaidya Niti Dharma is what? The doctor should know the whole Vaidya Shastram and prescribe medicine in such a manner that the patient is healthy and happy and he also fulfills, yeah, I have done a good job. What is the opposite of that? The Vaidya, Aniti and Adharma. What is Aniti Adharma? As he doesn't know medicine or he knows it, but he is doing it for his own money's sake. The wrong medicine is prescribing or delaying or sending the patient for more and more tests and like a leech taking his blood and money. Then there is a kalank hai doctor ke naam pe ho. Everybody like that. Then patients will die. Everywhere it is, खाना बनाना मिलावट हो गया, लोग सफर करेंगे. सब्जियों में मिलावट, लोग सफर करेंगे. The governmental policies, the funds are allocated, the budgets, but not used properly. Then the bridges will collapse, the roads will be spoiled. अनीति अधर्म हर जगह पे हो रहा है ये. नीति धर्म है दुनिया को खड़ा कर. वही अनीति अधर्म बेवकूफी है, मूर्खता है कि this doesn't work. Why are you doing it? It will only destroy you. That is the meaning of ignorance about the niti and dharma, and then aniti and adharma taken as support for the life. Like ignorance of you have to work hard, study well to succeed in your study and career. Ignorance at the end, and the negative things that let me be happy, enjoying my excessive sleep. Let me enjoy my hours together in front of TV. Let me enjoy गप्पे मारो with the friends. You all do this ना. तो अनीति अधर्म है and उसका असर किस पे है? You only whole life unemployed you suffer. Unemployable. As a student, when you follow Niti and Dharma, you get a job. As a job holder, you do the Niti and Dharma, you get promotions there. If there, after joining also Aniti and Dharma, you will be removed, suspended. And that when you are a responsible person in an office, the effect of Aniti and Adharma is not only on you but on others also. इसलिए उन सब का दुख तुम्हारे लिए पाप बन जाता है. You will suffer. Like I drive two-wheeler and I fell down. My only hands legs break, but I am a driver of bus. I took the bus wrong way. Then many people in the bus they got wounds, etc. So I become cause of many people suffering. So that papa of mine is more. Therefore, what is that? Either don't become driver. If you become driver, drive carefully. More carefully than when you drive your own scooter. In the same way, the more you are responsible, the more niti dharma you have to follow. Otherwise, anitya dharma leads to papa, gives dukkha. Rajaniti Dharma explained to you. Now, what is this? Kachchit sahasran murkhanam ekamichasi panditam pandito hi artha kruchreshu kuryat nishreyasam mahado sahasranyapi murkhanam yadyupaste mahibadihi atavapyayutanyeva नास्ति तेषु सहायता एकोप्यमात्यो मेधावी शूरो दक्षो विचक्षणः Rajanam Rajaputram va prapayen mahatim shriyam. All three shlokas have one powerful theme to convey. Step by step. 3 steps. एक ही बात 3 step. First one. Kachit से start होना है ना. So Kachit, are you careful about this correct doing? What is that? Sahasran Murkhanam. Sahasrat Murkhanam. Instead of 1,000 murkhas, ekam panditam ichchasi. Hope you are selecting one Pandita and rejecting 1,000 murkhas. No, it is applicable to everybody. The Raja, as a Senapati, as a Mantri, as a anybody, 1,000 murkha hai, one Pandit hai. He has to select one Pandita, not the 1,000 murkhas. Apply it to your own self. You have 1,000 friends, murkha or one Pandit. Rama's suggestion is have one Pandita, not 1,000 मूर्खास. सहस्र हो लेकिन मूर्ख है तो क्या फायदा? That is why in countries like India, those one wise person only brings the India or country grown. The 1,000 मूर्खास मिलकर खींचे नीचे ही खींचते जाते हैं देश को और धर्म को. Today's election second phase going on. I hope correct votes are being cast by the wise people. So Kachchita Sahasran Murkhanam Ekamichas Panditam. Why? Why ek Pandita? Answer is given very clearly. Pandita he. It is Pandita alone. Artha Kruchreshu. When there are financial and otherwise Kruchreshu, the crisis problems are there. From the Kruchra word only the crisis English word came. So Pandito hi Artha Kruchreshu Kuryat Nishreyasam Mahatu. That Pandita alone in the times of crisis at the money level or anywhere, Nishreyasam Mahatu Kuryat. He with his Panditya, with his Jnana, with his wisdom, he will give such ideas, such suggestions that the problems will come out and greatly succeed. महत निश्रेयसम कुर्यात. महान निश्रेयस करता है एक पंडित और हजारों मिलकर दे बिकम भोज ओनली टू यू. Therefore, choose one Pandita, not 1,000 murkha. Now, what our Indian government does is ulta. All the Pandits who are very well educated and studied, on the name of no reservation to them, they are left to be on the roads or go to America, England, or Australia. And all the murkhas on the name of reservation, they are given positions. The people who are taking reservations, they should become wise to reject them and say, we don't want reservation, we will show our merit, then only we get. Or according to our merit, whatever we deserve, that only we do. Till that time, the people themselves revolt. These politicians play their game of political vote bank, etc., by which the whole country's intelligentsia and panditya is not used, even though out of 140 crores of Indians, how many panditas are there? Now, there because of forward caste है लोग ये नाम पे उनको मौका नहीं देते, and on the name of all reservations, other given मौका. एंड दे डू व्हाट दे कैन. दे मूर्ख ही काम करेगा ना, पंडित का काम कैसा करेगा वो. सेलेक्ट SC ST BC if they are pandit, reject AFC if he is a murkha, but select FC if he is a pandit, reject STFT if he is a murkha. That is the in the interest of the whole country. And the biggest side effect क्या है रिजर्वेशन से, द वाइज पर्सन पंडित जितना भी पंडित बने उसको मौका नहीं मिल रहा, इसलिए वो पांडित्य छोड़ देगा. And the otherwise fellows anyway without panditya they are getting because of reservation, वो भी पंडित नहीं बनेंगे. Therefore, through reservation system, the entire panditya is suppressed, murkhata is supported and developed. One day, today, you can do it for not decades together. And the whole politics goes on reservation only. Power games. And the people are stupid. Therefore, a wise group of people who want to serve country, they also talk the nonsense of Panditya. Sorry, the reservation. That's why I said it should come from the people. And especially those who are seeking the reservation, they have to reject it. They have to reject. We don't want to be separated on any pretext. We are like anyone. We will show our girth and greatness and become deserved, not because of reservation. रिजर्वेशन लेने वाले जब तक आके इंटेलिजेंट नहीं होते हैं, रिजर्वेशन रिजेक्ट नहीं करते ना, पॉलिटिशियंस का होल कंट्री बिकम्स विक्टिम. टेक इट फॉर ग्रांटेड. एनी कंट्री इट इज, नॉट ओनली इन भारत माता. किसी भी रिजर्वेशन देना ही नहीं, मेरिट ओनली देना है. हैंडीकैप डिफरेंट. और हैंडीकैप क्या है, उस तरह का नौकरी हम दे सकते. यू कैन पुट हैंडीकैप फेलो इन द आर्मी बिकॉज ऑफ रिजर्वेशन. यू कैन पुट इट इन सम, इन आर्मी ओनली सम डिपार्टमेंट, एक जगह बैठ के करने वाला. यू नो, इफ यू, दिस इज व्हाट राजनीति धर्म. एक पंडित को सेलेक्ट करो, नॉट हजार मूर्ख. व्हाट इज डूइंग इज, मूर्खas are selected, pandits are not given chance. And there are religions who kill all our pandits and all, you know, jnanis, pandits, santon ko. Okay, the answer also is given. Whenever there is kruchra, artha kruchra, the financial and otherwise crisis, this pandita pulls us out of that crisis. He gives us nishrayasa. One shloka is told. Second one, कि सहस्राणि अपि मूर्खाणां यदि उपास्ते महीपतिः. If the Raja is doing the upasana, means giving mauka to these thousands of murkhas, अथवा अपि अयुतानि एव, अयुतानि 10,000, even if 10,000 people he has got appointed on the name of reservations, मूर्खों को नास्ति तेषु सहायता, from them he will not have any help because they are मूर्ख. 1000 हो या 10,000, 10,000 तक गए भगवान राम यहाँ. Again I told you the logic. When the Panditya is given preference, others also try for Pandit to become Pandit. Then the whole country become full of Pandits. These Pandits go the whole world and develop. If the Murkata is given importance, Pandit also becomes Murkha. You know, some of the forward caste also, for the sake of reservations, they are getting converted and all. इससे थर्ड क्लास चीज और कुछ है क्या दुनिया में? एक जीव कितने जन्म के पुण्य से एक ब्राह्मण बना, अभी उसको मौका नहीं मिल रहा है, इसलिए वो एससी बीसी में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है. तो आर वी नॉट एट टोटल लेवल डिस्ट्रॉइंग द एवोल्यूशन? भगवान राम इज टीचिंग दिस. 10,000 भी चुनो तो मूर्खों को, दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. अथवा भी अयुतानि एव नास्ति तेषु सहायता, इन देम देयर इज नो कैपेसिटी टू हेल्प यू. Therefore, one Pandit should be is required more than thousands. Now that Pandita, when he is a mantri of these qualities, you will really succeed. Bhagavan tells that Pandit ka lakshan bhi. That I'll touch today but explain tomorrow because it's a big sloka. Ekopi amatya. You need one mantri enough. Amatya mantri. You should be what? Medhavi, Shuraha, Dakshaha, Vichakshanaha. These qualities, little elaborate, I'll tell tomorrow. If that type of mantri this one Raja has got, then Rajanam is Raja ko bhi Rajaputram va. To the Rajaputra also means the entire Rajaputra, Rajavamsh ko prapayet mahatim shriyam. He will lift that king and the king's son, the prince, and the entire country to a mahatim shriyam, the greatest heights of every type of development or the growth that a mantri will give. In our country, we have good Raja and good mantri. ये दोनों अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, the PM and HM. But the other murkhas, you know, it is not a royal way of, you know, it's a democracy. The other murkhas try to pull them down. And you are the public now to vote for the murkha. Second phase आज चल रहा है, 5 और phases है. Then you will see that they will bring their country so much down, guaranteed. अब मर्जी आपके, मैं तो तमाशा देखूंगा बाबा. अब कहने से ज्यादा हम कर नहीं सकते. That famous quotation. When the people are of full negativity and all, and you know it, and you have no strength to defeat them, the only way of defeating them is in elections. You are given a chance as a voter to elect. This is the correct time. Right way casting vote for 5 years. You are paving a great green path for yourself. Red carpet. नहीं किया गलत बंदे को सेलेक्ट की तो यू विल सफर फॉर 5 years. Why should we suffer 5 years? A big time in a human being's life. पूरा दुनिया देश ही बदलता है उसमें तस्वीर ही बदल जाएगा. These are all sensitivities you must have. देयर आर देशभक्त कम है वो देशभुक्त ज़्यादा है. नीति धर्म कम है उनमें अनीति अधर्म ज़्यादा है. धर्म के प्रति तो है ही नहीं. द टोटल ग्रुप इज अगेंस्ट हिंदुइज्म, सनातन धर्म. ये लोग सनातन धर्मी है इसका मतलब ये नहीं कुछ फेवर कर रहे हैं, कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, कम से कम नाश होने नहीं दे रहे. दैट्स इट, isn't it? So you have to be wise to select. So tomorrow these things we study. Then next one, Bhagavan talks about depending on the type of the work, you have to appoint the people also to do that work. छोटे काम के लिए बड़े क्वालिफाइड को, बड़े काम के लिए निकम्मे को मत लगाना. That also is राजनीति धर्म. In this way, in the 77 shlokas, if you now count them, more than 100 dharmas Bhagavan Rama teaches for the administrators to know. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Now Katha Upanishad, Tritiya Valli. Yesterday we have seen इतने श्लोक बेटा 3 और 4 हमने देखा. Now we will see 5 and 6 shlokas. So what is the topic under discussion? Sri Yamaraj to Nachiketa is pictorially of Ratha ka kalpana karke, he is showing us sadhaka, how he has to manage himself for succeeding. Yesterday the different aspects are told. Today, who will reach Paramatma? Like Nachiketa asked for Paramatma, na? Who will not reach, he will be told. Same thing is in today's 15th chapter Shloka Geetha. Yatanto yoginaschainam pashyanti atmanavasthitam yatanto api akrutatmanaha na ainam pashyanti achetasaha. Who is a yogi, who is a akrutatma? That is what is the subject here. Simple meaning mein what? All these faculties which we have, when they are impurified, when they are uncontrolled, when they are disintegrated, definitely you will suffer. But when they are purified, strengthened, properly integrated, and taken towards the goal, you will succeed. So here the example is the Ratha Swami. How will he reach the destination safely? When the Ratha is good, the body. Ratha Sarathi is good, well equipped with all the knowledge, the buddhi. The reins are good and well controlled, the mind. The horses are well trained, the senses. So the body, senses, mind, buddhi. When these four are properly integrated, then only this human being named the Swami of the Ratha will reach to his success. Imagine the Ratha ka सारे screw loose hai. And a Sarathi doesn't know how to drive, where to put brakes. The driver turns, he doesn't know, road map he doesn't know, rules he doesn't know, the driving. And the mind, the reins, वो भी लूज है, टाइट नहीं है वो. और द घोड़े, द सेंसेस आर वांटिंग टू गो wherever they want. रथ में 4 घोड़े हैं, एक इधर जा रहा है, एक उधर जा रहा है. Our life is like that. इंद्रियास go wherever they want. Mind is never in our control. बुद्धि तो है ही नहीं क्योंकि हम शास्त्र पढ़ते ही नहीं है. शरीर का तो पता ही है, खा खाकर बफेलो बन गए. Then how can the Ratha Swami, the Jiva, go towards spirituality, go towards dharma, go towards him being an asset to the world? He will only destroy his life. See how pictorially. That's what is Krishna and Arjuna in that chariot. Arjuna is the Ratha Swami, Krishna is the Ratha Sarathi. There the Krishna means Krishna given Gita Jnana. So Arjuna had in his buddhi jnana given by Krishna. Arjuna made his body chariot fit. Arjuna had his mind, the reins control. Arjuna had the senses, the organs, the horses in control. Therefore, in the travel of, in that activity of Kurukshetra Yuddha, he defeated the Kauravas, the negativities and enemies, and he succeeded. Every human being has to do that. For you have understood now. You are a traveler. You have to reach your destination. Destination is the goal. Now you have this chariot. In that, these are the instruments. This is how you have to manage. That is what will be told here. Positive be, negative be. जो नहीं करता है वो फेल होएगा, जो करेगा सक्सेस. तो we'll see today 5 and 6 shlokas today. ओम पंचम श्लोक तृतीया वल्ली प्रथमोऽध्याय कठोपनिषद कृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत यस्त्वविज्ञानवान् भवति यस्त्वविज्ञानवान् भवति यस्तु अविज्ञानवान् भवति यस्तु अविज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः. तो यह तो अविज्ञानवान, जिसका बुद्धि में विज्ञान नहीं है, तो द चैरियटियर द ड्राइवर इज फालतू. Ayuktena manasa, mind is not controlled, therefore the reins are not in control. Tasya indriyani avashyani, for him how can he control the sense organs which are the asses? So dushtasva iva sarate, they are like the dushtasva of the sarati. So such person will not reach the goal, obvious. In the next slok mein who will reach the goal, it will be told. यस्त्व विज्ञानवान, यस्त्व मीन्स यस्तु अ, यह तु अविज्ञानवान, यह तु अविज्ञानवान भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सह तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः. यह तु अविज्ञानवान भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सह तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वायव सारथेः. यह तु यस्तु अविज्ञानवान भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वैव सारथेः. यस्त्व विज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वैव सारथेः. यस्त्व विज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वैव सारथेः. Now the positive one. यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा युक्तेन मनसा सदा युक्तेन मनसा सदा युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः सद अश्वाः इव सारथेः सदश्वाः इव सारथेः सदश्वाः इव सारथेः सदश्वाः इव सारथेः. तो यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः. यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः. यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः. यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः. तो दोनों पिक्चर, अविज्ञानवान विज्ञानवान, अयुक्तेन मनसा युक्तेन मनसा, दुष्टाश्वाः सदश्वाः. So he will be failure, he will be successful. No theory, you have to understand it pakka. Then throughout life you are given only to become Vijnanavan, Yuktena Manasa, Sadashvaha. Then keep the worldly goal, spiritual goal, keep on traveling and reaching. Thank you. ओम यस्त्व विज्ञानवान् भवति अयुक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि अवश्यानि दुष्टाश्वा इव सारथेः. यस्तु विज्ञानवान् भवति युक्तेन मनसा सदा तस्य इन्द्रियाणि वश्यानि सदश्वा इव सारथेः. So all these things in one shloka Bhagavan will tell. Tomorrow we'll see. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति माप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्यते वन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यनुमोचेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे. ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, श्री कठा उपनिषद श्रुति माता की जय, धर्मराज भगवान की जय, नचिकेत भगवान की जय, मनोवैष्णव की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज की आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय श्री राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. श्री श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय, समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. या बेटा कल देखेंगे. गुड.